Good evening, and welcome to the Spin for Kids News at 6. I'm Maureen Hagan.
And I'm Jane Riddell. Here's what's making the headlines this evening. Statistics point to a dire situation amongst Canadian children. Children are eating less healthy and getting less physical activity than ever before.
1 in 4 children and youth in Canada are overweight or obese. That's the news from the Public Health Agency of Canada. Additionally, the PHA tells us that childhood obesity has more than tripled over the past decade.
Wow.
Due in part to the fact that 93% of kids are not meeting the minimum requirement for physical activity per day.
But with these gloomy statistics comes a ray of hope. Good Life Kids Foundation, a private Canadian foundation that was founded in 1998, has a vision of giving every Canadian kid the opportunity to live a fit and healthy good life. And on March 2nd, 2013, the Good Life Kids Foundation will be doing much more than just spinning their wheels.
You're right, Jane. Good Life Kids Foundation is hosting their second annual Spin for Kids, which will see thousands of riders spinning simultaneously in an 8-hour spin-a-thon. Teams of 8 riders will raise $125 a person or $1,000 per team. In 2012, Spin for Kids raised $184,000.
Wow.
Well, 2013, they're upping the ante. 50 clubs, 10 teams per club, that's $500,000.
Amazing. The money raised will go towards the Good Life Kids Foundation grant program, which supports local organizations that provide opportunities for Canadian kids to benefit from an active and healthy lifestyle. To learn more about this exciting event, we're heading to the province where it all began. Mikey Boysenegan has more from St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to you, Mikey.
Thank you, Jane. When Dr. Barter, or the spin doctor as us fellow Newfoundlanders call him, started this ride in 2011, you could have hit him in the face with one of them there government-protected cards. I chinwag with old Dickie, and he tells me that not only will the event St. John's be bigger and better this year, he'll be coming on, he's begging all them other clubs to be coming after their fundraising title. This is Mikey Boysenegan, Spin for Kids News.
Thank you, Mikey, I think.
One moment, Mo. I'm getting word from our correspondent, Jacqueline Patsy, that things are really spinning together nicely in Nova Scotia. Jacqueline, over to you.
Absolutely. The members and staff in Nova Scotia have really answered the call this year. I spoke with a few members this morning, and they talked about how important having physical active exercise is for their own health. But you can have an enjoyable and fun workout and be setting a great example for Canadian children, and at the same time raising money for the Good Life Kids Foundation. Well, it just doesn't get any better than that. This is Jacqueline Patsy, Spin for Kids News.
What brilliant reporting, Jacqueline. Thank you. Now let's take a look at sports with the always professional Derek Sensloda. Over to you, Derek.
NHL lockout talks. Gary Bettman and Donald Fuhrer met on Tuesday, and reports now state that absolutely nothing was accomplished. And the two sides are, wait, why are we even talking about this? The news is that there is no news. Let's talk about something that is relevant, something that Canadians actually care about. Spin for Kids. It's changing the future health of Canadian children, and it's happening March 2nd, 2013. Get started, get spinning. Let's start being a role model for Canadian kids. I am out!
How tragic. Our deepest sympathies to Derek as he battles his way through this very difficult NHL lockout.
On to the weather now, where farmer and amateur meteorologist John Muzak is reporting from the Great Plains of Saskatchewan. Over to you, John.
Well, it appears we're in for another rainy one this evening with temperatures, oh dang, who am I kidding? I'm the weatherman. I'm wrong anyways. Now there's one thing I am right about, is the club in Saskatchewan taking the fundraising title this year. Now sure shooting, I bet 2 bushels on this one. We got some real passion and energy brewing in them there prairies. Now St. John's, y'all better strap up, because Saskatchewan is coming for you. I'm John Muzak, Spin Kids Weather, sort of.
Wow. Budget cuts really have changed the quality of the news industry.
Let us take you now to New Brunswick, where our health expert, Dr. Sue Chambers, is live with a special report. Take it away, Dr. Sue.
A study by researchers at the University of Essex, Great Britain, found that children who said that their parents almost do no physical activity have to have a 50% greater chance of being unfit than children with more physically active parents. Well, our neighbors across the pond were absolutely right. It's up to us as parents to be healthy role models for our children. What a better way to do that than joining Spin for Kids 2013. Back to you guys in the studio.
Finally, a professional.
You can say that again.
Finally, a professional.
Now we're going to head to Manitoba, where I've been told our senior cycling correspondent, Spinner Jones, is braving the cold weather to bring you this special report.
Oh, it's minus 40 in the studio, and the Manitoba clubs are braving the brisk weather because they know they're riding for a bigger cause. It'll take more than a little snow and cold weather to slow our Spin for Kids down. Somebody close the dang window! Plus, if we stop pedaling during that 8-hour spin-a-thon, I think our legs will freeze. Back to you. I need to stay warm.
Wow! Stay bundled, Spinner, and most importantly, keep those legs moving for the cause.
Late breaking news out of British Columbia, where reporters have spoken with Good Life Fitness founder and CEO, David Patchell-Evans.
Mo and Jane, huge news. I just spoke with Good Life Fitness founder David Patchell-Evans. Patch, he said that there's a huge offering, a Spin for Kids draw, free dinner with himself and Olympic champion Silken Laumann. So here's the details. For each $1,000 that the club raises, they will get one ballot into the draw. Fundraising totals will include both online donations and manual pledge forms. As you can see, the incentive to get out there and get fundraising has just been increased again. Ladies, back to you. Timber!
You heard it here first, folks. Patch has offered up a delicious dinner with himself and Olympian Silken Laumann. Every $1,000 you raise gets you one ballot in the draw.
Now I've been told we have one last story to bring you this evening. Alberta has become a hotbed of spinners. Chew Chambers has more to report. Chewy, over to you.
Yeehaw! Good evening, Jane and Mo. You hit the mountain goat right on the head with that one. We saw some incredible support from the clubs all across Alberta last year, but what I'm told is this year, they're raising the bar as high as the Rocky Mountains. It might be a short ski season this year because Spin for Kids is really going to heat things up in Alberta. It's going to be a Chinook every day out here. So reporting live from Alberta, Chew Chambers Spin for Kids News. Yeehaw!
Well, that's all the time we have this evening. To sign up your club, visit goodlifeconnect.com/goodlifekidsfoundation.
Coming up on the 11 o'clock news, new research suggests that the hokey pokey is what it's all about. So until next time, it's Maureen Hagan
And Jane Riddell.
Live and let's spin, Canada.